Hello, hope you're doing beautifully wherever you are. Now today, what I want to show you is the number one mistake that I see people offering anything online. This is the mistake they're making. This is why no one's buying from them. This is why no one trusts them. So I'm going to give it all to you. As with everything that I'm showing you, implement it and see that it works, okay? Don't trust me. Trust the ideas, give them a go and see that they work, okay? So really don't just watch this video, take action on it and make sure that you understand why these work, because you've actually gone ahead and implemented it in your own business, in your own offer. So what we're going to be talking about today is a little bit to do with the funnel. Okay, I wanted to show you what most people miss out. So this is kind of the old way of people doing things. This is what I see most people doing, and this is why no one is buying from them. Let's get the pen out. So what people do is they run an ad or they make some viral content, whatever it is, usually running an ad, okay? And what they try and do is they try and instantly convert new attention into a sale. So what they'll try and do is they'll say, hey, here's an ad, go ahead and watch this full video on this external page that you can't skip and you have to watch the whole thing. And then at the end of it, I'm going to ask you to buy. And what I'm going to say is that this is a limited time offer and you have 20 minutes to make the purchasing decision, blah, blah, blah. And they force prospects to buy. And some people fall for it. They fall for the pressure, they fall for the urgency. This deal will never be offered again. Of course it fucking will, okay? But it's just tactics, You don't actually know this person. You could have never seen this person before. They've run an ad, you've clicked on it because they're good at marketing, they're good at triggering your pain points. So boom, they come in and you're like, oh, I'll watch their video. Their video's okay, that you watch that and then they've sold you on how you're going to do X, Y, and Z, and that their solution is the only solution that is brand new, it's the newest solution, and it's this solution today, but they're only accepting 10 more people, and if you don't take action in the next 20 minutes, it's going to be gone forever, and your chance of a happy life has gone. Now, most people, maybe you have fallen for this, but most people are they're aware of this now, and they're like, I'm not falling for that shit. It's tacky. Okay, and the thing is with those brands, those people who run those sort of ads, they're not trusted and they're not liked. Okay, they're not trusted and they're not liked, and they don't have an engaged brand, an engaged audience, and they don't have a brand. They're just able to maybe quickly generate some money off some people who have a low level of market awareness. Now, that's basically a two-stage funnel. Top of funnel, convert, boom, just straight down one stage. Let's try and convert straight away. Now, if you, like me, are in this for the long game and you want to build a brand and build an audience for the people who actually trust you and like you and get amazing results, then you're going to have to think of things a little bit differently. This old way of coming across pretty scammy, to be honest, that's not going to do anymore. So what do we need to do? We still need to sell, we still need to sell, we still need to sell, but how can we do this in an authentic way and attract people who we actually want to work with? Okay, that's one of the biggest things. Attract people who, one, have the buying power, okay, aren't brokies, aren't tire kickers, people are going to waste your time, but people you actually are called to serve, people you want to work with, and people you're going to enjoy working with and get amazing results for. So what we need this top stage of the funnel, we need this bottom stage of the funnel, but we actually need to spend most of the time focusing on this middle stage here, which is the middle of the funnel, and this is where we build a relationship with our potential prospects and our audience in general. Now, I've got a great video you should definitely watch after this one called a T-shaped personal brand, where I kind of go into a little bit more detail around some of these principles. But what I wanted to introduce you to was, and I'm sure you've heard me say this before, is if you're making content, your content should be inspiring, educating, and challenging your audience. Okay. Another one you can put in there is entertaining, educating, and challenging. But I like to say inspiring. Okay, because just entertaining. Yeah, you can do that. I mean, that's what Mr. Beast does, and he's doing very, very well. So what am I to say? But for me, I like to think of it as inspiring, educating, and challenging are kind of the best types of content that you can make. So your content, it should say content, and your brand, this is what makes up your brand. Content that is inspiring, educating, and challenges your audience. Now, hopefully you have come across Alex Hormozi. Hopefully you have read his book by this point, and you're going to read his next book because it's amazing information, and anyone who's in the online space or has an offer should have read that book. Okay, it's amazing. As I'm sure you've heard, people buy from people they know, like, and trust. Okay, we will only buy from someone if we know, like, and trust them. Okay, so one of the ways that we can go around doing this, inspiring content, okay, educating content. Over time, they're going to know us because they've watched a bunch of our content. Okay, usually people need about 7 hours of contact time with someone else before they trust them enough to actually make a purchase. Okay, so just all of this content over time, if it's valuable, people are going to feel like they know you. Okay, so that's one of these ticked off. So how are they going to like us? So how we come across, our personal values, our opinions, this is going to be what's informs if they like us or not. So sharing as much of yourself and presenting yourself in an authentic way, just being yourself, okay, being yourself is going to attract people who like you. Now the people who don't like you, they're never going to work with you anyway, so you might as well just be yourself. Okay, you might as well just be yourself. So there we go. So by sharing our values and opinions, that's how we attract people who are going to like us. And then the trust aspect is built by sending challenging content that challenges beliefs, challenges old ways of thinking. They're going to build trust and also educates. So if people feel educated, okay, if your audience feel educated by your content, they're going to trust you and view you as an authority figure. So that's why with the YouTube, with this video you're watching now, I'm trying to give you as much information. So the last thing I want to do is ever come across as one of these horrible online scammy people. Okay, I'm really proud of what I'm offering. Okay, so how can I earn your trust? Hopefully, if I give you loads of value, I give you loads of things that you can go away and actually use, and then you're like, these things work when you actually use them, then you'll go, right, this guy's not full of shit, I trust him. So by educating, boom, we build trust, and by challenging, we build trust. Okay, evidence is also a great way of showcasing trust. Okay, so these are the pillars of your content: inspiring content, educational content, and challenging content. And that's going to make sure that people know, like, and trust you. And when they know, like, and trust you, they're going to buy from you. Now, this all, if I can move around, this is the middle of your funnel here. So if you haven't watched my video on this funnel, go ahead and watch that. You can find that on my channel, it's great. So this is all about the middle of the funnel. Now what most people do, like we said, is they just try and get people down from the top and convert them straight away. Okay, straight from like short form content, boom, sell. Okay, and you've literally, someone's seen a 7-second video of you and you're trying to sell them. It's ridiculous. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to be implementing some of these things here, and go ahead and watch my video on funnel building, because that's going to explain all of that. But it's going to build that trust, that authority, and you're going to build a relationship with your prospects. And the good news for you is you're actually going to work with people who you want to work with. You're going to get rid of, if they have viewed enough of your content, you're going to get rid of people who you don't actually want to work with. There's nothing worse than a bad client. You don't want to be working with people you don't like, because you're not going to enjoy working with them. You're probably not going to get them as good results, and they're not going to get good results because they're not going to resonate with you as well. They're maybe not going to listen. So you want to be working with ideal clients. Why are we in this game? Why are we in this game? Why did you start this? You started this because you wanted more freedom and you wanted to be doing something that had more impact, and you wanted to impact the people who you felt called to serve. Okay, not just random strangers on the internet you don't really like. Okay, surely that's why you're in this game. So what we want to do is we want to be building out the middle of the funnel. Now, like I said, I've got a whole video on that, which you should definitely go and check out, and I explain each of these in deeper steps. Now, what I wanted to touch on briefly is one of the biggest things that I see people with these sorts of offers lack, what I see them not doing, is making content. They're like, I've got a brilliant offer, I can help loads of people, it's great, I'll just make a couple of bits of content, or I'll just maybe do some like Canva writing posts. This is really poor behavior. Your brand is your content. Most people are spending most of their day on the internet, on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, whatever. If you are not making content, you are not relevant. How are people supposed to find you? How are people supposed to spend time with you? How are you supposed to build trust with people? We're living in the digital age, the internet age, where people's attention is online. That's where people's attention is. So you need to be online as well. Oh, but I don't like it. I'm worried how I'll come across. I'm worried that my friends will look at, think I'm silly. Yeah, maybe. But why are you doing this? You're going to care what other people think? You're going to care what other people think is going to stop you from doing this? Is that what you're saying? That's one of the biggest things I see, is that people like, oh yeah, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, but they're like, oh, well, I'm not sure the content game's for me. People's attention is online. People's attention is online. You need to be if you want to start a business, if you want to scale your business, you need to be online. You need to be building relationships with people. Every bit of content you make is amazing. Imagine it like a little soldier. It's like an investment. It can be viewed an infinite amount of times. You, online, this bit of content, it can be viewed an infinite amount of times, doing work for you. The work I'm putting in now, I don't have to have this conversation with 100 different people. I have to have it once and I put it out there, and then it can reach millions of people. Millions of people. The channel's still growing, we're not quite there yet. But we can reach millions of people. It's such a valuable asset. Content is your most valuable asset. Why do you think Mr. Beast is going all in? Why do you think Alex Hormozi is going all in? Look at Alex Hormozi and what he's doing. Look at Alex Hormozi and what he's doing with content. He understands. He understands the content game. But the great thing is, you have access to this. If you have a phone, which you do, if you have a phone, you can start making content. Does it have to be great quality? No. But it's already going to be better quality than most cameras were, even like 2 years ago. These are great. Film yourself, download the Captions app, boom, you've got content. Download CapCut, chop it up so there's no blank space in between. Make sure you're centered in the middle, and you've got content. If the stuff you're saying is valuable, people will listen. If it's not, go away and learn some more things. Okay, but anyone can enter this game. People, you are judged on your value. People don't really care about, the quality. Is it the most amazing? Look, yes, I've got an editor now and it's great. But when I started, I didn't have an editor. Just get in, just get going, start producing content. Because people need to know, like, and trust you before they're going to buy from you. And if you want to be, making 5 figures a month, working from anywhere on something that you actually care about, this middle stage here is everything. This middle stage is your brand. This is your trust. This is your authority. This is where you build relationships and lasting relationships with your audience, okay, and people who are going to buy from you because they know, like, and trust you. You're never going to buy from someone you don't know, like, and trust. So you need to get yourself online. You need to get yourself online, and you need to get yourself doing long form, short form content, podcasts. I think podcasts are a great way to go, and it's such a low barrier to entry. Again, get your phone, get both of you in frame, make sure you're close to the microphone, okay, and you're not in a too much of a noisy area, or buy some clip-on mics, and you can have a chat with anyone. Just have a chat and record it and put it online, okay? That's a great thing to do. Anyone can do that, okay? So I hope I've made that point clear, but this middle stage here, this middle of the funnel, is the most important thing. And if you're not making use of this, and if you see anyone online who is running an ad where they're trying to get you booked in straight away, just ignore them. They've got something to hide. Ignore them. Anyone who is doing that, ignore them. That is the old way of doing things. Whatever promises they have is absolute nonsense, okay? You need to be, and be wise as well. Like, if you're considering working with me, go through all of my content, like with a toothpick, with a fine comb. Go through all of it. Make an educated decision. Is this the right person for me to work with? It's all out there. You can see. Is what he's saying going to work for me? Can I test some of these strategies and get some results and see if this works? Okay. Do I like him? No. Do I like him? Yes. Okay, so if you are considering jumping on and you want to scale your business, okay, you want to get to those consistent 5-figure months, using these strategies and implementing it for yourself, do your due diligence. Go through my content. Check it out. See if you think this is going to work for you. Now, there is a button to book a call below. Okay, the point of that call, I'm not trying to sell you. It's not a sales call. It's an enrollment call. You need to have jumped on that call and watched enough content so you can see how this will work for you. The point of the call is for us to do an audit of your skill set, your current business, your current offer, and make sure that we can actually get you results, okay? Make sure we can actually get you results. I don't take on anyone who I don't think I can get them results. So that's the point of the call. The point of the call is not for me to sell you. It's not a sales call. I'm not going to be like, oh, hi there, John. How are you today? Oh, wow, that sounds amazing. It's not going to be any of that bullshit. We're going to jump on and be like, right, tell me everything. What's this? Okay, right, let's see what you're doing there. Okay, interesting, dope. Yeah, we can get going. Let's roll. So come prepared. It's a 4-figure investment. Jump in. Let's get you to 5-figure months, okay? And try some of this stuff out for yourself. Go through my content. It's all there. Try it out. See that it works. And there we go.